Sometimes I wish not every one of our races had my hair on fire, because I can't take it from a nervous perspective, because it's just so intense. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great spectacle. I think what we saw in Austria 2 weeks ago was, I think Pecco and Ducati had it figured out pretty well, so they had a very good race. But I think between the sprint on Saturday and the main race on Sunday, people know this track pretty darn well, so I think we'll have a good spectacle this weekend. He definitely wants some results. He's competitive. I mean, he's ultra competitive. You have to be at the top of the sport. And you can see him getting a little bit like, there's things that I want to do in the bike that I just can't do right now. But that said, like, he's got a grandstand this weekend. Garage 93 they've got a grandstand this weekend in Barcelona. They'll do, we're doing a promotion with Airbnb where someone can sleep in his trailer. So there's a lot of different things that we're doing with him, and he is a huge part of MotoGP, and he's an important part of it. And I think that from our perspective, we would love him to get back to the top of the podium. But he's also got to he's going to do it his way, and he's going to fight and claw. You can tell because he's competitive. I think Spain and Italy, it's the beating heart of MotoGP, or Spain and Italy. So it's great to be back here. Then we're in Misano next weekend. But yeah, a record crowd in Jerez. We saw records in Le Mans. We saw records in Sachsenring, which is fantastic as well. So we've had the attendance has come back from where it was, even more so than pre-pandemic levels, which is great for us. I think one of the reasons we could point to that is the introduction of the sprint race. I think the sprint race has given the circuits a full weekend of programming now, where they can point to it, come for Friday where practices mean something, then come for Saturday for both qualifying and then an actual World Championship point event, and then come for Sunday for the main show. So it's been a really great connection. So I expect great things this weekend. I think what Formula One did is they obviously had a great content piece with Drive to Survive that just allowed people to dig deep into their sport. They created personalities out of their riders, but also the team managers and the broadcasters, and that's helped as well, so people could identify with it. But also in terms of European imports, I would also look at the Premier League. The English Premier League is massively popular in the United States. When my kids walk out of school, you can see Arsenal or Man City kits. I mean, my son has friends, he's a Manchester United supporter, and he's got friends who are Chelsea supporters, friends who are City supporters, friends who are Liverpool supporters. You'll see Barca jerseys as well, and Real Madrid jerseys. I mean, Jude Bellingham jerseys are popping up all over the US. Pedri, Gavi jerseys are all over New Jersey as well. So I think they've had great success there. Americans like the best. They really do, and it doesn't matter if they speak Spanish or they speak French or whatever. They want the best. I mean, look at the World Cup final. It was a huge rating in the U.S., and it was at a weird time, but it was a huge, meaning time of the day, but it was a huge success for us, and just watching it was an amazing thing as well. I went to Messi's first official MLS match in New Jersey last weekend, and it was a great spectacle. He stepped off the bench to warm up, and the place everyone stood up, and it was an amazing thing, and very fortunate to see that. And I think the Barcelona trio, they just came on Jordi Alba started, Busquets and Messi came on, and just the play became different. So you could see that from a football perspective, you could just see how the play got different. But yeah, again, the United States we like a show, and we like the best. So that's what by nature who we are. If you think about it, it's a major city that's on the sea. There's not a lot of major cities that are on the sea like this, and it's just first of all, the culture, the rich history, the way the city's set up. It's beautiful. The food is fantastic as well. You can eat well here. So I think it's and it's also a great place to host events. And I mean, you've been hosting events for years. You go back to the '92 Olympics, a seminal moment for this city. But I do think Barcelona is a place where people love to go to, and they love to see. I think cycling is also having a big event here. So there's between the America's Cup, between MotoGP, between Barcelona does every weekend, every weekend. I mean, I think it's a great sporting city. This region's a great sporting region. So I think the America's Cup was a great way for us to sort of have a collaboration of two technological marvels, because what they do on the sea is very akin to what we do on the circuits. So it was a great day for Pecco and for the KTM folks as well. Look, I think the greatest thing that we have going for us as a sport is the uncertainty. I think that I don't know of a lot of sports where the guy in the lead can be up, and next thing you know, he's got one mistake and he's got no points. There's not a lot of things that it's almost as if you're up 7-0 and you let one goal in and you lose the game. It just doesn't happen in other sports. But so for the uncertainty of our racing is fantastic. We've had 11 or 12 guys on the podium this year, which is a fantastic year. So you'll see a lot of new faces. I think everybody's trying to figure out where they are for next year and how they're setting up. We're going to new places. We're going to India for the first time, which will be fantastic. I think there's a huge population in Asia that loves this sport, so we're exposing the sport to them. But then also, obviously, we bring it back to Spain for our, like I said, the beating heart for our season finale. So I think you'll see exciting racing. I think you'll see people, independent teams fighting for second and third on the grid. You'll see the factories trying to continue to, the factory bikes continue to compete with each other, which is nice to see. So I think I'm excited. I'm super excited for the next second half.